So I'm getting some more planting done. How are you guys doing? It's Shonda back from Sbeck Traditions. So I am getting my brassicas done today, my seed starts for those. I've done Brussels sprouts, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, those 4, and then I've also gotten my lettuces done again. My lettuces that were outside did terrible over the winter. Combination of frost, snow, very rainy and wet, so they did terrible. I got like a few things out of it, and I had to cook them because they were so broken down already. Like, it was terrible. So now that I'm getting a greenhouse built, I'm going to be able to put these things where they're safe inside, and I don't have to worry about that. So I have my Callie Kim. I love her. I've been following her from the start of my journey. Her and Gary at the Rustic Garden. Those are my 2 original people that I followed and learned from. So I have Callie Kim's garden lettuce stuff here. And I also did, Gary has seeds as well at Rustic Garden, and he's from Maryland as well, so I really like following him for that reason alone. Also because he has my same time zone as far as planting. So it's fantastic. But I planted some of his things as well, not lettuce, but I planted some of his, what was it? I think it was kale. So the brassicas is what I planted from his. So here are the things that I planted. Now the brassicas, I had some of these peat pellets, so I started those in here. And all my lettuces, because I'm going to be doing those with a cut and come again method, I went on and planted those in these 4-inch pots so that they can grow. I can cut them, they'll grow again. Now I may be able to keep these in here if I want to, or I can put these as well in the greenhouse. Now again, because they're cut and come again, I have overseeded all of these. The only one that does not have seeds is the green leaf, because I don't have the seeds yet. But the rest of these 8, you can see I've put tons of seeds in there. And that is simply because I want to overseed them, because they're going to grow some. I'm going to cut them, eat them, and they're going to grow back. So that is why these are there's so many seeds in there, because they are a cut and come again. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of more soil on top of these, and then those will be done as well. So I'm not going to do a lot of it, so I'll just show you. Got one hand here, so I'll show you real quick. This is the soil mix that I have, where I've pre-moistened it, and I keep it in this tub with the top on it right under my grow station. So I always have good soil that's pre-moistened and ready to go when I'm ready for it. So you can see like the water will come out of it. This is really good. So I'm just going to take a little bit in my hand. I'm just going to sprinkle some. Get that stick out of there. Sprinkle some right on top of here. I'm not going to pack it down too much, because I want the seeds to be able to break through those. Make sure it's all covered. I have been doing very well on my weight loss journey. I've lost 19 pounds since December, and I've been eating a salad a day, and I have been using my tomatoes from in the house, because if you remember from my older videos, I planted tomatoes and I grew them right here on this grow station and left them inside over winter and let them grow. So I had homegrown tomatoes over the winter, but I had to buy my lettuce from the grocery store, because like I said, my lettuce did not do well outside. I prefer, my lettuce of choice for my salads is spinach. I was using a, baby leaf spinach, I guess it was called. That mixed with green leaf lettuce is what it was called. And I got it from Giant, the green leaf lettuce. I got that from Giant. Oh, wrong one. I got that from Giant grocery store here in Maryland. And it was just called green leaf lettuce. For the life of me, I could not figure out what the name, what variety I should say, the lettuce was, the green leaf lettuce. And at Giant, and my uncle actually works in Giant. And so one day I said to him, I was like, Uncle Alvin, there's this lettuce that I love in Giant, but it's just called green leaf lettuce. I can't figure out what variety it was. He looked at me and he laughed. He was like, it's called green leaf lettuce. I was like, so I don't know if he just, because he's not a, gardener necessarily, so if he realizes like, there's different varieties or whatever. So I found green leaf lettuce on a website the other day, and now I gotta remember which one it was. This one is not planted yet. This one to make it flat. So now I gotta go and order that today because I need green leaf lettuce because I like that. But I'm gonna give these a try, and because I'm sure these will be good as well. But this way I'll know for sure, because I tried to do it again and I just didn't get to taste it really because it did not do well outside. So here we are with 8 of the 9 that I will be planting for my lettuce mixes, and these are all pretty much from Callie Kim except for the Bib Butterhead. Let's see what's not from her. The Little Gem Butterhead, Bib Butterhead, and was it this one? No. Container Babies. This one, Garden Babies Butterhead. Because I think these ones get like little rosettes of leaves. So I think this one I only did like 4 little sections. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 to see how they grow. If they're going to be like a head of lettuce, like I'm thinking, what is it called? Iceberg, like that kind of a head. Not as big, like baby head, but still, I'm thinking of a head of lettuce. That's not going to grow very well in these 4-inch pots, even if, I guess if I'm doing the cut and come again, I'm not sure. I got to see how they grow. We'll see. So I'll keep you posted on that. But if they grow into like one big head of lettuce, then I can't do the overseeding and do cut and come again. But if the leaves that start with them, without the head, just the outer leaves start, and I can cut those and cut and come again, then that'll be fine. But these 3 are Butterhead. 1, 2, 3. So we'll see how that works. All right, so again, there's my brassicas that I have started, and I didn't put them, I have them in this tray, but I figured since there was only 12 of those, and I could usually get a half of this tray for this, I'd do that. So those are in there. There's my lettuce. Everything up here is still doing well. I have a Tiny Tim tomato plant here with basil, and I have a sun sugar, that tall one there. You can see there's one flower on it there, which that's not gonna be able to stay in here very long, because that is an indeterminate tomato, and that will be crazy in here. But I planted the wrong one. Oops. But Tiny Tim does well in here. I did that. That's what I did over winter. So that's going to be fine. You can see I have a few tomatoes ripening on that old plant. And I actually pulled this out. You can see it's on its way out. I pulled it out of the pot and just sat it in there with whatever roots were on it, just so those last few tomatoes could turn color. And then I'll be getting rid of that whole entire plant. I transplanted this rosemary out of one of the 4-inch pots into this 1-gallon bag, because I use a lot of rosemary and I really need a lot of that. The dill I'm out of, I need a lot of that. I have 2 things of sage here. I use a lot of sage. Parsley and cilantro, I don't use a whole lot of, but I still need some. So I need these to grow a lot so I can go ahead and start getting some more in the kitchen. And I have oregano here. Now, I'm not sure what's up with the oregano. I harvested several leaves off of here, and it did well. You can see there's a little one here still on it. But the rest of it, the bottom portions that I cut from, they seem to be dying, and I don't know why. So I have to do some research. Here's another good one. Do some research on oregano to figure out what's going on with that, because I am not sure. And while we're in here, we might as well look at the stuff that's been growing for a little bit now. The peppers and things that were planted on January 24th. The peppers, the eggplant, and the celery. These are doing very well. This over here are all the tomatoes that I planted on February 16th. Some of them I've already had to take extra plants, cut extra plants off. More tomatoes.
Mommy.
Yes, Silas. More tomatoes, and what else is back here? There's cabbage. Another pot of rosemary that's going to be coming up. Yes, Silas. No, I cannot pick you up.
About the bee.
No, I cannot pick you up. Can you leave the seeds there? Yes, all that. That mint and lavender, still nothing from that. I don't know what the deal is. But that mint and lavender, I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's there. We'll see. So that's everything that's growing inside. Everything that's started. And I can't wait for the greenhouse to get done so stuff can go outside and still be protected. Yippee! So according to my plan here, we're pretty much on track. These are done, and I put here the check and the date that I did them. These we've done today. So the next thing is going to be peas and spinach. Again, I am a spinach eater for my salad, so I'm really excited to get some spinach also to do well. So peas and spinach, and then carrots. And that's going to be it for February. So my plant dates for those are February 20th through March 14th. So I'm going to wait until about the first week of March to do these, just to be on the safe side as far as frost concerns. And that'll give the things that I have growing now time to grow, and then they can maybe be ready sooner to go outside in the greenhouse when that's ready. So and again, February 27th through March 14th. So again, first or second week of March, I'm sorry, I'll start those. And then the next set is going to be a March 6th through March 14th or the 21st for some. And that's these warm things, cucumbers, pumpkins, zucchini. You know, all these things are very much more spring. So I will definitely wait until mid-March, probably around the end or closer to the 14th, mid-March, to get these in. So we are on our way. I am so excited. I can't believe it's time for all this already. My herbs that I planted. So these are all of the tomatoes that are growing right now. Every single one of them. And this just talks about my chickens and stuff. So we're on our way for this growing season. Next thing I gotta do is finish finalizing where everything is going. So I've numbered here the 50 pallet crate spots, and then I just need to figure out again like where all these rest of these things are going. I gotta figure that out. And the only thing that's holding me up is not wanting to shade things that need sun. So again, if you have suggestions, please let me know. Please, please, please. Phase 2, lumber for the greenhouse. My helper here, insisting on doing it herself. But we're getting the lumber for the door frame and the window frame. I had a tutoring session tonight, so I got some money to pay for the next step. how it is when you're on one income. You got to do things as you can with what you can. I'm sure y'all know how that is. You need help, Sam?
Sydney's trying to help me.
Sydney's guiding you? Okay.
Yeah, she's like, help me. Spencer's helping too.
We got all the kids helping.
This one's heavy.
They're all the same, honey.
This one's heavier.
I love how the wood feels like damp and it like feels really smooth.
One of them felt
Watch
like
your-
it
watch
had
your head.
sap on
I already like
I don't know. Keep moving. It's cold.
it. I'm gonna drop.
This feels good.
It feels good. Okay.
It's not 0 degrees right now.
I wish she said it smells good.
No, it feels good.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Can you guys stop?
I can't stop.
Pause.